Welcome everyone to week number 4. I hope you're having a good morning today and that you had a good week last week. This week you're going to be turning in your rough draft on your project. So let's take a look at what is happening. All right, so last week you looked for sources, 3 sources of information on your particular topic, and you gathered information from those sources. I hope that you found that an interesting exercise, especially if you looked at scientific journal articles, because sometimes they're difficult to read. Wait a minute, a lot of the time they are difficult to read because they're written for colleagues in your particular field. One thing that I saw and that I mentioned a couple of times in your discussion board postings was that you were having a difficult time with some of these sources. And here is something for you to consider. Look for review articles. So a review article is one that takes information from all different sources on a particular topic, and that scientist writes it in jargon that is more understandable to your ordinary everyday reader. And those journal articles that are sourced in that particular review are listed, so you have those too. So a review article breaks down the information and compiles a lot of the information from different sources to help explain a topic. Okay, so be sure and look for those when you are looking for sources. That's another search term to add. All right, so what do you have going on this week? This week is chapter 4, and you need to work through the exercises. Of course, there are exercises in that SUMO textbook that you need to work through and answer, and then those are automatically graded. This week, you are going to decide who your audience is. All right? Are you pitching this to your county council? Are you taking this to a group of kindergarten kids? Are you presenting this to your fellow students in this class? Are you presenting this to a bunch of experts in this topic? See, you have to decide on who your audience is in order to know how much information to give them and how much information they already know. So this is terribly important. Another couple of things about this week. Check your feedback on your questions because a lot of you need to be more specific about your questions. You can't just ask an open-ended question that really there is no answer to at this point in time. You have to make a more specific question that you're going to be able to answer in this term, and realize this is week 4 and we only have 8 weeks in a term. So check your feedback on your questions and adjust your questions accordingly. Okay, and this week you're going to turn in your rough draft. So you're going to talk about the issue, the significance, and your question, and you're going to include those sources that you've already found. Rough draft is this week. So that means that there's no discussion board postings for this week. I just want to make sure that you understand that. And I also want to say that they were excellent discussion board postings from last week. You guys really helped each other in discussing good sources and not so good sources and tricks and tips and what you do if you find that you're really not interested in the class and the topic and what you can do about that. Y'all just did an excellent job last week on the discussion board post, and I want to commend you for that. All right, my tip of the week this week is to ask for help if you get stumped. If you don't understand what I wrote in your feedback for the questions, please let me know. That doesn't hurt my feelings if you have questions about that, so just ask away. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you. So please do ask me if you have any questions. Just email me, m.sigmon@snhu.edu. If you need face-to-face conversation with me, I can set up a WebEx meeting with you. So any way that you want to communicate, that is fine with me. And that being said, I hope that you have a great week, and let me know if you need anything.